Good evening. Find enough to eat today?
Boy, I'll say.
Well, that's great. Would you care for ham or beef?
A little both, I think.
All right.
He looks terrified.
At other buffet-style restaurants, guests often feel they're on their own. Once they've paid for the meal, no one pays much attention to them.
You're on your own.
We work hard to make sure our guests never feel that way. By greeting the guest warmly and holding brief conversations as you serve them, you say to our guests, "We're glad you're here." Every conversation you hold with guests should begin something like this.
Is it still hot out there?
What a scorcher.
Did you catch a game last night?
What game?
Or this.
Have you tried the lasagna? It's my favorite.
No, I haven't.
Don't forget to hold quick conversations with our younger guests, too.
We're talking to children now.
Children often play a big part in deciding which restaurant their parents visit. We want them to feel welcome and special here, too. So start conversations with children by saying something like this.
What grade are you in at school?
Or this.
Have you decided what dessert you're going to have?
That was all right.
Or this.
Do you like hot fudge sundaes?
That's not a good one. Especially these days. Don't even
Hey, little child, how about you tell me what kind of sweets you like? No, what really happened is you would ask the kid the question, and they'd just be like petrified because you're an unknown person.
They'd be looking at you awkwardly like, yeah.
Especially with, you having a knife in your hand, too.
When your guest's plate has very little on it, carve a full cut.
Mine never is like that.
Lay it over the bare portion of the plate.
You just gotta watch the guy cut it, and then as he plays, be like, that was wrong size.
Children usually prefer smaller portions. Carve them a
That is definitely not true.
That's a big assumption.
Place it on an open section of the plate.
That's a big assumption.
If a guest asks you,
I'd like a half-inch slice of that roast beef, please.
no matter what the topic of your conversation has been, or what size slice you've served, you will end each guest contact with the same phrase.
How's that for you?
That's fine, thanks.
Asking, how's that, makes sure guests are happy with the slice they received. If they're not, or if they also want a slice of a different meat, you can correct the situation properly.
Have you guys ever done something like that where they ask, how's that? And you're like, oh, it's fine, because you don't want to cause them any more problems.
All the time.
Yeah.
I'm
How's that? I just don't want to cause problems.
Your third shift duty is maintaining the carving station. As you carve and serve meats, your station quickly loses the cleanliness and appeal it had when the restaurant opened.
It's just like, these car salesman. You gotta slap him. You're like, this bad boy. He gave me 30 whole servings.
Shift, you'll complete routine cleaning and maintenance tasks to return your station to its original appearance. Here are some of the tasks you'll complete.
Original appearance.
Wipe grease from the carving board with a paper towel. Grease and meat scraps spoil the appearance of your station. Discard the used paper towels in the wastebasket immediately. Keep the wastebasket in a spot that is... Then...
What? I missed that. That seems like a very crucial part of information.
Keep an eye on the walls, mirrors, sneeze guards, and floors around your station to make sure they stay clean. If they aren't, use the time between guests to clean them. Maintaining the carving station includes maintaining carving knives. To keep your knives sharp and ready to carve, you use a grooved steel rod called, appropriately...
The steel rod is called appropriately.
It hones it by aligning microscopic burrs on the edge of the blade. After cutting about 10 to 15 slices of meat, you will notice that your knife isn't cutting as easily as it was when it was first sharpened. It's then that you use the... Put a carver's protective glove on each hand.
There's a glove,
hold the steel in your left hand. Hold the steel so the point is up. You will keep the steel's tip up throughout this process. Hold the knife in your right hand. Place the blade of the knife at the base of the steel on the side furthest from you. The cutting edge should be facing up. Blade up the steel, working left to right. Make sure the entire blade is drawn across the steel. Repeat this process several times on each side of the cutting edge. Remember, knives are never taken to the dish room for cleaning.
Really?
Once you have wiped the steel with your clean, sanitized towel, return it to its appropriate place.
Steel. Gotcha.
Your fourth shift duty is assisting the guest's flow is light. When there are no guests at your station and you're caught up on your own tasks, you'll assist line attendants. Your final shift duty is doing whatever it takes to take care of the guests.
I don't like that. That phrase is not very good. We just saw a steel weapon be put away. To
At Old
whatever it
Country
takes.
Buffet, serving guests is our #1 priority. You have many opportunities throughout your shift to lend a helping hand to our guests.
Enjoy your
Every
meat,
time
sir.
you offer that helping hand, chances are you increase guests' satisfaction with his or her visit. Before we leave your shift duties, let's take a minute or two to look closely at something you need to be aware of every minute you're on the job. Safety. As a carver, you work in an area with a high potential for accidents. Sharp knives, grease from the hand, and the rush of a busy shift can sometimes combine to create a disaster. That's why you need to always work safely. Here are a few things to keep in mind. Treat your knives with respect. They are razor sharp, honed to an edge that cuts through meat with only a little pressure. Unfortunately, it doesn't matter to the knife if it's cutting through a ham or your finger.
Yeah.
Use
It
only
moves,
sharp
but
knives.
yeah, no, it's like,
Yeah, but I
Believe it
thought.
or not,
Okay, I'll believe
Dull
you.
knives are more dangerous than sharp knives.
Yeah.
Because you have to work harder to get a dull knife to cut, the chances of cutting
Yeah, you're
yourself
right.
or a guest are much greater.
I was like, how? I'm like, oh.
Finally,
okay.
be aware at all times of where the guest's hands are. Without realizing it, guests may move their hands in the path of your knife.
I just want
Keep
to
an
feel
eye
complete.
out for this.
Just go for it. Let's go with it. Just want to feel
In this
just wanna feel
video, we've examined your shift duties other than carving meat. Your shift duties are the things you will spend the majority of your time doing.
Socializing.
Once again, here are the shift
Okay.
duties we've examined in this video segment.
Getting worse.
What?
Greeting and serving guests.
Oh.
Maintaining the carving station. Assisting line.
okay.
we
Wow.
had to get 1042, guys. We had to get 1042 immediately.
Yeah,
We had to-
1042,
Oh.
not a second more.
I now fear knives.
All right. Well, anyway, guys, like, comment, subscribe. We'll see y'all next time. Have a good one.
Is it still hot out there? Did you catch a game last night? Have you tried the lasagna? It's my favorite. What grade are you in at school? Have you decided what dessert you're going to have? Do you like hot fudge sundaes?